Hey, so we're going to show you some more the video so you can have this to reference. And so this is a current live board system. If you go to liveboard360.com, if you create your account, you select that you're a law enforcement agency at sign up, you'll have this dashboard. Okay, so the first one we're going to go to is the patrol board. Okay, it's going to be the patrol board in Bubble, which will be off of the main index page, and it's the shift management. So this button right here, just right now, will redirect to this particular page, and I'll clean all that up later. So for the patrol board, so on this page, this page right here, which is going to be the patrol board, you're going to have it set up like this. It's going to be the search bar, which is keyword search. Obviously, show the different entries and stuff like that. And you'll have the edit button, and then you'll have the view button. All right. In edit mode, and the only people that can edit this are going to be admin and manager users. Regular users would not. This would not be visible. They can only view. And so from the edit button, the admin or the manager can delete the entry out of the system with a pop-up confirmation. So right now, so for example, this one doesn't have delete. I don't know if I'm an admin or not. But nonetheless, if we add a shift, it's going to appear like this. Now, obviously, I want this cleaned up. That's why I went to Bubble. But the start time and end time is going to be insert dynamic data. So if you go in here and you go to the customized patrol board, you'll see all the information that will be for dynamic data for the patrol board. Shift squad names, shift squad times, and zones and beats. All right. Also, those are for for another part of the build that I'm doing myself. So these three things will be in the patrol board right here. So they're dynamic data. And so adding a shift, the start time and end time is going to be drop down, insert dynamic data. The shift name will be again the insert of dynamic data, shift or squad names. The shift or squad times is that one that we just went over. And then the precinct, we do not need that in here. You can take that out. Shift supervisor, this is going to be the a drop down of the users in the system and their EID number under their user profile. So under users, so if you add another user, let me see if I can. Well, anyways, while that's loading, so this will be a drop down, have their first and last name and their EID number, which is under the user profile. It's going to display that, and I want that to be moved over here. Then over here, I want the zone or the beat, which is that insert dynamic data drop down. All right, so they can add additional ones as well in there, and they can also remove them just like that. Units are the same thing. I want the names over here, and with the names, it would be the same thing as this supervisor. It would be the first and last name and their EID number, and then the zone or the beat would be drop down dynamic data. On-call units would be the same for their name and EID number. However, the division is going to be a drop down of the department. So if you go to here, let me see where it's at. I can't remember what page it's on. It's under account management. Department's name. So department name would be the drop down of that. And then briefing notes and then debriefing notes in there. Then once you submit it, it appears in the table view. And it looks like this. Obviously, an admin or a manager can edit all fields in there if they like to. And the view mode is going to be, now again in Bubble, the biggest thing about Bubble is that it's cleaner and it looks better than this. So obviously the view mode, I really want to look very, almost like the main website of Liveboard. It just really stands out. Obviously in the view mode we have a unique shift tracking ID. I would like to keep that a unique number at 4 numbers, even with some letters. The dynamic the information, all that good stuff, and that's where it's at. So that is the patrol board. So let's go over to the bigger one, is the overtime board. So on the current system there's a couple bugs in here, but nonetheless you get an idea of what I'm looking for. As you can see under the bulletins, this is overtime ops. Here is going to be on the main page. Oh, it's not linked up yet. Hold on. It's going to be the page overtime ops off of here. So you want to create a page off of that. They can also customize the overtime ops. So this is dynamic data, where they can, here, I'll show it to you real quick. So they can add an OT location. This will give the location name, the full address, point of contact, and all the location notes. All right. So that's in there. So when they add an overtime in here, like it's going to be very comparable to this. Again, keyword search, export it out to a CSV file, print as well. Also, I would like a PDF because I know there's a plugin for that. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Sorry. And my cat is messing with my mouse. All right. So to add an event is going to be very simple. If my internet wants to work as well, that would be even more helpful. So they can add an event, the event name, the start time and end time, which would be like a drop-down calendar. Available positions, you can take that away. Dress requirements would just be a text box. Hourly rates, text box. Point of contact will be a drop-down of system users for here. All right. Event details is a multi-line text box. Obviously, you can see this appearance is not good, but the position name is going to be, I think that's already in position name. Hold on. Thought I had it in there. All right. Darn it, I guess I don't. All right. Just position name right there, so they can. It's a text box. The start time and end time, I want it to default to whatever this start and end time is from the calendar automatically, and then I want the number of openings, which would be a number, and then their duties. Or actually, take the duties out, take the location out. Position name would be position duties instead. Start time and end time to mirror what was it's already been inputted above automatically, and for all future entries after this point. Then I want the number of positions, which is going to be a number. So also, what I do like about this is you can just type in same as above, and that sticks. Now I would like to be able to keep that functionality in there as well, but just let me know. Also, again, adding additional positions. So once this is completed, it goes to the table view. The table view is going to be an event number, so the system generated event number unique. The event name, which obviously probably needs to be a little bit bigger, or we can limit the characters to like 50. All right, or say 50 or 60 characters. Maybe widen this up a little bit and kind of tighten this up. Oh, hold on just a second. You know what? Hold on, I forgot something. I apologize. So the event name, start and end time, but I also want a drop down of the location, dynamic data from what we just saw in the customized overtime ops. So whenever you pull down the location name, there'll be a box that will insert all the dynamic data for that particular location. So we can simplify that on the table view. Event name, a number needs to be there. Event name, event location, start and end time, and then you can take this point of contact out and make so you can have some room, and then positions. All right. So again, only admin in the situation and managers, or only admin can edit this. All right. Admin and managers can edit this. This goes away, and from delete mode, they can delete out the entry. Make changes, auto binding changes to all of this, and they can delete it out with a pop-up confirmation after they hit the delete button. So in the view mode, this is where users are able to sign up. Now, this is really, really, really the most important part of this project. Obviously, all the data is in there. Then position name. Now, since we already signed up and there's only one user in the system, normally there's a drop down of available positions. So if I had 10 positions like this, it would be a drop down for every position available. But instead of doing that, if we have one position or if we have 500 positions, they're all listed down in the table view. With beside it is a sign up button. So if I sign up, if I select sign up, it appears right here, my first and last name and EID number, employee ID number beside it. All right. In the view mode and in the edit mode, admin and managers can delete single signed up users out of the system, and it updates the rest of the database. So they sign up, it goes to this list, and then they can sign up for, they can say if there's only 5 openings for this position, only 5 people can sign up. Once it's five sign up, we're done. Unless a user is deleted out and it makes 4 people, now then the sign up button would then appear. So it would be a rule in that on how to make sure that we manage that. That is extremely important. When a new overtime gets posted, emails go out to all system users. So obviously this is where I really want to clean this part of it up and do it this way. Also, they can add notes after it, which is great. So if I add a note, no, maybe. It will appear with my first and last name. The picture can go out right now. We might add that later on. So the date, timestamp, all that good stuff. So I do like that. And that is the overtime ops. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.